I want you to take a moment and imagine this. You're questing peacefully in Elven Forest, maybe humming the soundtrack, when suddenly, a defiant pillager appears from behind a fence and throws the sun at you. No warning, no remorse, just a fireball straight to your face. Welcome to Hardcore WoW, where every bush might hide a mob that wants to delete you from existence. Today I'm going to guide you through how to get to level 60 fast in Hardcore World of Warcraft, without joining the Spirit Healer loyalty program or submitting your character name to the permanent Gone But Not Forgotten archives. Whether you're brand new, returning after years, or you've died so many times that your character naming system has devolved into Zaki HC6, this video is for you. We will be covering classes, gold, add-ons, world buffs, skill training, and a bunch of things most players ignore until it's too late. I'll sprinkle in some B-roll cues, I'll keep it family friendly, and I'll keep it fun. But most importantly, we're going to make sure that you make it to 60 without the game eating your soul. Now let's dive in. Choosing a class is the first and honestly the most emotional decision you'll ever make in Hardcore. In normal WoW, you can just play a different character if you don't like your current one. But in Hardcore, you delete your character because a Murloc did that for you, so pick wisely. Some classes just get hardcore. They understand the assignment. They know your goal is to survive first and level second. Hunter, for example, is the undefeated champion in both speed and safety. Your pet tanks, your pet taunts, your pet handles breakups, taxes, emotional problems, all while you sit comfortably in the back mashing arcane shots and pretending you're contributing. If you want the easiest, most efficient, and least stressful ride to 60, Hunter is the VIP first class seat. Warlock? Basically a hunter with magic and questionable fashion choices. You get a demon tank, dot, fear, which you should use very carefully, and your healthstones are basically little edible insurance policies. Warlocks have some of the highest survivability and great leveling speed, as long as you don't run in a straight line after using fear. Please don't be that guy, okay? Okay? Paladin is the slow but immortal class. You will feel like a glacier melting in winter, but you're incredibly hard to kill. If your goal is to stay alive at all costs, and you don't mind auto-attacking while contemplating the meaning of life, go Paladin. Priest is similar. Slow, safe, want happy. If the idea of wanting something for 25 seconds straight sounds soothing rather than painful, Priest is the class for you. Druid is the Swiss Army knife of natural selection. Stealth, heals, mobility, travel form, and an all-around kit designed for recovering from your own mistakes. They're not the absolute fastest, but they are reliable and flexible. Shaman has incredible clutch tools, self-heal, Ghost Wolf for running away from your problems, and totems that feel like adding cheat codes to the world. They're not as autopilot as Hunter or Warlock, but they are strong and very safe. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, mages are either gods or ghosts. You can do insane damage, AoE farm, freeze enemies, blink away, but mess up one Frost Nova or aggro the wrong mob? You're on the express elevator to the afterlife. Warrior and Rogue. Look, if you choose these, you are genuinely built differently. You either love danger or you're trying to impress someone, or you accidentally click the wrong class and now you're in way too deep. Warriors and Rogues have limited self-healing. They rely heavily on gear, and they often turn even a single enemy into a mini boss fight. They can be fast, but you better have reflexes sharp enough to dodge responsibilities in real life. So pick a class that matches your temperament. If you panic easily, do not play Warrior. If you enjoy control and planning, Mage might be great. And if you want the most reliable path to 60, it's Hunter. Always Hunter. Now let's talk about fear. This might sound dramatic, but it is true. In Hardcore WoW, fear is your best friend. The second, and I mean the literal second, that you stop being afraid, something terrible will happen. It's like the game can smell your confidence. If you see a rare mob, respect it. See a red quest, ignore it. See 3 mobs grouped tightly, turn around. See a Murloc, start praying. Tunnel vision is the biggest cause of death in Hardcore. Most players don't die because the game is unfair. They died because they were too focused on looting or chasing a mob, and they didn't notice the second patrol walking up right behind them. If you ever catch yourself thinking, I'll be fine, that's exactly when you should Hearthstone and rethink your life decisions. In Hardcore, 2 mobs is a fight, 3 mobs is a funeral, and 4 mobs gets you to classic HC moments. Play like the world is out to get you, because it literally is. Before we continue, please make sure to like and subscribe. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers and it would mean the world to me. Now back to the video. One of the biggest power moves you can make in Hardcore is understanding the classic bestiary. Mobs in Classic are not polite, they don't give warnings. They have spells, and I mean real spells, not the modern tickle versions. They cast things that chug your health bar like it owes them money. Take Murloc Oracles. They heal other mobs, and they run to get reinforcements the second they smell weakness. These little fishfolk are responsible for more early game trauma than anything else. Or Defies Pillagers because their fireballs hit harder than most bosses. Null Shamans, Lightning Bolt to the forehead, no mercy. There are mobs that heal, mobs that stun, mobs that silence you, which is truly terrifying if you're a caster, mobs that fear you into even more mobs, and yes, mobs that explode. I'm looking at you, Dark Hardened Dwarves. Thank you for your service and your therapy bills. Knowing what each enemy can do makes a massive difference. You'll pull smarter, react faster, and avoid 90% of deaths that will come from— wait, that mob does that?! Knowledge is power. And also life in this case. Let's talk about add-ons. If you want to level fast and avoid becoming a statistic, you need a few must-haves. Deadly boss mods are bigwigs, not for raids but for leveling. They warn you when mobs are casting dangerous spells, and trust me, even one warning can save a run. Hardcore and Deathlog. These two add-ons track your achievements, your journey, and it highlights quests that are known for sending players to the graveyard. Treat it like a second brain. Questy, the single biggest time saver. Literally everybody uses this. I don't even think it needs to be on this list, but just in case, download Questy. It tells you what you need to do. Leatrix Maps and Leatrix Plus. They provide a cleaner UI, instant map zoom, faster navigation. Anytime saved is any time you can be putting into getting more XP. Nameplate add-ons like Plater or Tidy Plates. These show enemy cast bars clearly. If a mob starts winding up a fireball the size of your hopes and dreams, you'll see it immediately. These add-ons don't just make the game easier, they make it safer. And safer leveling is faster leveling. This next part is the one people hate to hear, but I can promise you it's true. If you slow down just a little bit, you actually level faster. Why? Because not dying is the single biggest XP boost in hardcore. Most deaths come from rushing, pulling too many mobs, ignoring cooldowns, or forgetting to heal. Taking just a few seconds between pulls to rebuff, eat, or drink will save hours, and I mean hours of progress. Pros go slow. It's counterintuitive, but it works. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and fast is 60. Everyone wants to know, how do I get gold fast in hardcore? Well, let's split it into two groups. Normal players and Soul Self-Found players. If you're playing non-Soul Self-Found, your goal is simple. Start with skinning and herbalism. It prints gold. Leather sells, herb sells, it's really simple. In the mid-game, you can transition either into herbalism and alchemy or mining and engineering, depending on your class and playstyle. Now for Soul Self-Found, the Self-Found champs. You folks are a little crazy, but in a very lovable way. But your gold comes from vendor trash. You need to sell absolutely everything. Skinning is an absolute goldmine for Soul Self-Found. Crafting items to sell to vendors is also really good. And farming humanates for cloth. Stay lean and spend smart. Do that and you have your mount at 40 without selling your soul. Your level 40 mount is freedom. It's speed, safety, efficiency, it's everything. And the fastest way to get it, don't waste your gold. Skip spell ranks you don't use. Skip flashy weapons. Skip overpriced auction house snacks. Mount first, flex later. Before we continue, huge shout out to today's sponsor, Exit Lag. If you play hardcore, you already know, lag spikes are the real final boss. Exit Lag fixes that with AI route optimization and multipath connection routing, which basically means it sends your game traffic through the fastest and most stable paths at the same time. No spikes, no weird stutters, way fewer DCs. Setup is super simple. Download, install, pick your game, choose your region, and boom, smooth connection. Exit Lag supports over 2,000 games, and the newest version even gives better FPS and cleaner routing visuals. I'll show a quick before and after on screen so you can see how much smoother it really is. And because it's Black Friday, you can get 50% off by using the link in the description. And you also get 3 30-day free keys. Thanks to Exit Lag for supporting the channel. Now let's get back to leveling without disconnecting in front of a Defias Pillager. Now, spell training. One of the biggest gold sinks and leveling slowdowns is buying every spell rank. Don't do that. You do not need every spell while leveling. Some abilities barely help, and some ranks add almost nothing for the cost. Always train core damage spells, interrupts, defensive abilities, movement abilities, and pet abilities if you are a hunter or a warlock. Optional until later are high cost dot upgrades, niche spells, and AoE abilities before you can actually AoE safely. This alone saves you a mountain of gold and keeps your leveling very smooth. Weapon and defense skills, the hidden secrets of efficient leveling. Let's talk defense first. If you're a hunter or a warlock, your pet is the tank. But there will be moments where you take hits, and when that happens, your defense skill determines how often mobs crit you. A low defense skill means you can get hit for a massive amount of damage out of nowhere. A max defense skill means fewer surprises, fewer huge hits, and a lot more safety. Now weapon skills. If you ever upgrade your weapon, especially to a type you've never used, level that skill ASAP. Don't wait, do not put it off. There is nothing worse than looting a blue axe at level 38 and realizing your axe skill is 12. Your character will swing like they're blindfolded. Weapon skills matter, so keep them up to date. World buffs aren't mandatory, but they are extremely helpful. Useful ones include Spirit of Zandalar, War Chief's Blessing, and Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer. These buffs give you stamina, crit, and movement speed. They make leveling faster, smoother, and safer. But don't go out of your way for dangerous buffs. Only take them when it's safe. Some final rapid-fire tips most players ignore. Always keep bandages. Hotkey health pots. Don't click them like you're playing a Facebook game. Use terrain to line of sight casters. Never harf into dangers. Inns can have mobs too. I'm looking at you, Stitches. Slow fall items save time and lives. Kill green mobs when tired. It's easy XP. Log out in inns for rested XP. And the golden rule. If something feels off, log out. Nobody has ever regretted logging out in hardcore, but millions have regretted staying online. And with that, you now have everything you need to get to level 60 fast in hardcore World of Warcraft, while actually surviving the journey. If this helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe, drop a comment telling me what class you're playing, or how many times you've died so far. I won't judge. Probably. Good luck out there. Stay scared, stay alive, and whatever you do, don't trust murlocs.